Hi Kylie, how you going?
Oh, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm great, thank you for asking. I just want to check in. How's your week been since we last met?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot going on. Yeah, just I think I was a bit emotional when I left here. I think
Okay.
opening up so much
Okay.
and realizing, how low I feel.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you do? You said you were feeling quite emotional. Did you go straight? Oh, you went straight back to work after our
Yes.
session.
Yeah.
What did you do once you got home? Did you do anything for yourself or?
I actually had a bath and I just cried because I was just feeling, wondering if my life will take a turn or if it's always going to be like this. So I just felt a bit depressed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So just overthinking a bit. And,
I guess it was from the session. It's overwhelming confessing it to someone else, I suppose, and but
would you say there's something on my part that I could be doing a bit differently for you to feel more at ease, or?
No, I find you to be very welcoming and I feel warm when I'm here. I just think it's just overwhelming. Just what patterns I've got myself into in my life, and just I don't know, just thinking of the example that I am to my children, and I guess last week bringing up my parents just made me reflect, I suppose. So,
and that can be quite a normal response, because counselling, it can be quite confronting at times. So I would just trying to say that when you are feeling maybe that kind of way after a session, maybe just make sure you maybe practice some self-care. Do you have any self-care?
No, I've never sort of. Yeah, I guess having a bath was nice.
No, true.
But I guess I just didn't know how to stop my thinking. I guess that is my problem. I'm just an overthinker on everything, and which also probably exhausts me as well. So this medication also, I didn't mention the doctor said it would take 4 to 6 weeks until they start kicking in. So I'm still feeling a bit weary on them, still waiting for them to adjust in my body. So I guess that is affecting my mental state as well.
Yeah, okay. That's completely understandable. I know, sorry, we did kind of just jump straight into it, but did you want to drink or did you need to eat your lunch today? Or?
Oh no, thank you. I did eat.
Okay.
I just had a drink, so thank you.
Alrighty, no worries. So I did just want to have a quick look back to our first session. We did kind of come up with wanting to find happiness for yourself. And I was just wondering, Kylie, if that was still essentially a goal that kind of resonated with you, or what would you say to that?
Yeah, I actually was watching a show the other night, So You Think You Can Dance? I just suddenly had this little feeling, like I just remember when I was a kid, I always loved dancing, and I'd love to maybe, I don't know where I would go or what I would do really in that respect, because I don't know anyone that dances, but I thought, I feel like dancing could make me happy.
Yeah. I think that's a lovely thing to have noticed through watching a TV show you like, and then potentially maybe getting back into dancing. That might be a great hobby. We can look further into that together. If you like, maybe I could research around some local groups and bring it next session if you like, and
Yeah, that sounds good.
you can take the information, you don't have to go to them, but that might help kind of steer you maybe in that direction if that's what you're wanting.
Yeah, because I don't know how to go about it, you know. I guess maybe I always dream about, or, you know, like fantasize about things, but never know, you know, or I don't even have the time, and, you know, I just, I never act on it, I guess, because I don't know what to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how to search it up on computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
And also I don't have the confidence just to sort of walk in. I get a bit shy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Alright. So, is there, in terms of that finding happiness, is there anything that is coming to mind that you would like to discuss today? Something in particular that's bothered you since last week?
Well, yeah, I'm just finding it hard to say because I feel like I'm going to cry.
It's okay, take your time.
You know, my youngest one that has the ADHD kicked me the other day and said she hated me and wanted to go live with her dad. So I just, felt really sad about it, and it just made me feel like a failure, you know. With all the running around I do and, you know, everything I do for them. But I guess, like I mentioned last week, I mean, I'm so busy and tired, I'm emotionally not connecting. And so to hear that just broke my heart.
What kind of... firstly, sorry, thank you for sharing that really tough thing with me. I can't imagine, you know, the feelings that it would have brought up for you. What thoughts came to mind when that happened?
Oh, like I said, I just felt like a failure. I, you know, just thought she doesn't love me anymore. Thought I was a bad mum, which has been a failure, I suppose. I just felt numb in a way as well. Just don't know what else I can do. I don't know. I've got nothing else to give. So
I think that any parent would say that parenting is a challenge, and I don't think there's ever been a moment in a parent's life where they don't think that thought of, you know, I'm a bad parent. You know, kids are, it's a hard thing being a parent, and to raise children, and I just want to, you know, acknowledge that, you know, your eldest is 16, your youngest is 5, you've been doing this for a long time, and by the sounds of it, you know, they've got a lovely, healthy life, and, you know, they've got a mum that would do anything for them. Would you say that? Do you see that in yourself?
Yeah, I feel like I let them down a bit, but because I am so busy all the time, and I sort of have that impatience with them. But yeah, it did hurt when she said that. She's never said anything like that before, and I just thought, part of me was thinking, what is the dad saying to them if he's, getting in their ear? But I don't feel like he would be, but, I was just a bit uncertain on that, but, I was speaking to a couple of ladies from work, and they said that it can be quite a normal thing when breakups happen, and it's just hard. It's just, I'm just, and I really don't know what else to say on that one.
So it sounds like there are a few people at your work that you can kind of talk to on a more personal level. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I've just been opening up because I've been, like, that did really hurt me when my youngest said that to me. But yeah, I try not to, get too personal with the people at work because I don't know, I don't trust people really, and have that fear that it's going to come back and bite me. So I try to, just not say too much. I guess I just, it just overwhelmed me so much, and it just come out of my mouth this one day, and so.
And sorry, I just want to clarify, what do you mean by it would come back to bite you? So if you were to, share some personal things with some of your colleagues, what do you mean by that?
I guess I've just heard other, because it's mainly women where I work, and I hear them speak. I hear a few of them that they just, speak of other people, and then the people they're speaking of, they're like really friendly to their face. So I just feel like, I just don't know who to trust. So I feel like I'm very guarded, and to me, work is work, and my mother always drummed that into me growing up. That work's work, and you've got your personal life and so forth. So I don't know, I've always done that. I guess because I always had the kids and my husband, I just, I guess I never really connected with anyone that deeply at work. So.
And I think, you sharing some personal stuff with some colleagues at work potentially shows that, you are wanting to open up to some people. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But what goes through your mind if you are to continue to open up to those colleagues? What is the what are you, I guess, afraid of if you are to kind of bring down the wall that you said you've got up?
I guess I don't want to lose my job. I just don't want to be known as weak. Don't want, it would break my heart if someone called me a bad mother. I already think that in myself sometimes. I feel if someone confirmed that or said that, I just feel that maybe hit me harder. I don't know, maybe I should start opening up. I'm not sure, but
I guess. Sorry.
No, you go.
I was just going to say that I'm not saying you need to open up to your colleagues, but if that's something that you'll find yourself wanting to do, potentially allowing yourself to delve into that relationship. But it's all, it's up to you. I know that I do just want to jump back again, and we did discuss in your first session, when we talked about some self-care to kind of help with that tiredness and do something for yourself, you did tell me that you didn't really have many kind of routines of self-care. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I was making sure I heard right. But I was just going to make a suggestion, if you're open to hearing it.
Yeah.
Potentially you could maybe just take note of, you know, the feelings of exhaustion and overwhelm and the scenario associated to it. Maybe just keeping like a little thought journal, or just maybe noticing when you're feeling that overwhelm. I know you're quite busy, but how would that sound? Because sometimes writing how you're feeling down on some paper, it kind of can just feel like you're parking it somewhere, instead of, I guess, just having it run through your mind. What are you thinking when I'm sharing that with you?
Yeah, I guess I've never thought of doing anything like that. I just guess I mean, I've got time to just be sitting there and thinking about it, so I guess it would be, you know, an activity I could try, you know, by writing it out. And, you know, it seems like, you know, so I just would write down what I'm thinking, or what would I?
Yeah, so if you like to, just get yourself a little notebook, and you can write whatever you're feeling. You could write down you could list emotions that you're feeling at a certain time. You could write down, like you could journal each day how you're feeling, whatever kind of feels good to you. I know some people don't really like to write, they might like to type on a computer, so if you wanted to keep notes on a computer, it's nothing that you need to share with me. It's just kind of an exercise where you can just decompress, you know, those emotions and overwhelm that you're feeling, and kind of put them down somewhere. So that potentially could be something that you could do if you're wanting to.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea, because I you know, I feel like that would help with I'll give it a try.
Great. And I do remember you saying just earlier that you did have a bath out after our last session. That in some way would be self-care too, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I suppose. I just wish I could shut my head up, but you know, maybe I could take myself a little diary next to the bath, and I mean, I tried to have at least one bath a week, but this last week I haven't had a bath. It's been too busy, but and probably just emotionally rattled by what my youngest said, but yeah, no, that's actually it sounds like a good idea. I'll put my little notebook near the bath, and I've got one of those little table things that go over the top, so I could, you know, have dry hands and write. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Could
good
even
time
get
to reflect and
could even get your favourite little snack while you're there. If you've got a whole little table there, you can have your favourite drink, your favourite bit of food.
I actually generally have myself a little glass of wine. Just that's my little wine down. I'd probably do that once a week, and like I said, I missed this week, but you know, because I really don't drink otherwise. But
So maybe that's something that could be a focus for this week. Having that time to have that bath, and have that be your time where you journal, or you have a drink, or you have your favourite snack, whatever it may be. That just is your time, and trying to commit to that. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. I you know, you say my time, but like usually I've got kids banging at the door, or you know, but you know, maybe I'll just let them know and, you know, see how I go. But yeah, very, very hard to get just quiet time on my own. But, you know, I'll definitely try the journaling. And then if they, sounds like a good idea.
So, Kylie, is there anything else that's kind of been brought up today or in the past week that you want to share or talk to me about before we look at ending our session today?
I guess so many things went through my head from our last session, and I mean, this is just, you know, the start. I guess there's so much that is, you know, on my shoulders. You know, the one being is my eldest son. He's 16, and yeah, he's starting to bring girls home, and he asked, I think it was Wednesday, if one of them could sleep over, and I was like, no, straight away, and he just sort of left and didn't say anything and didn't get home till 10 o'clock that night, and I sort of told him off, or not told him off, but just sort of asked him where he was, and yeah, he just was with this girl, and yeah, hanging at her place. I think, I don't know if her parents knew, but yeah, so I'm just not sure. This is another big thing that's just come upon me, and I just don't know. I don't know if I can, you know, handle this as well. Like, 'cause I'm not sure what he's expecting. He's only 16, and you can't have girls stay over. But yeah, I just feel like I'm going to lose him as well. So yeah, I mean, I know it seems like I worry about everything, but I mean, it's a real possibility of losing him as well, because you know, for him to not come home at 10 o'clock, he knows that the curfew is 8, and you know, I was trying to call him and he didn't answer my calls, and yeah, and I just guess I have no one to share this with, because I'm embarrassed. I feel like I'm a failure.
What kind of emotions did it bring up for you, having that argument with your son? How did it make you feel?
I just felt like he thought I didn't understand him, and you know, I just felt like he was a bit hard on me, and it was hurtful the way he was speaking to me, and I really didn't know how to handle it, and yeah, I just cried actually. I just cried when I went to bed, and
so it made you feel sad?
Yeah.
Any other emotions?
Oh, I'm not good with addressing my emotions. I guess, yeah, I just felt I'd lost my boy. You know, I just felt like, sad, I guess, and powerless, maybe, is a good word.
So you felt powerless?
Powerless over, you know.
Yep.
You know,
so what other, sorry, you go.
No, just powerless if he was going to,
you
know, leave and leave home, and because he didn't like my rules.
Yeah, that sounds tough. You know, having an older teenager starting to get into that next stage of life and becoming a young adult. I mean, like I've said before, parenting in itself is a challenge, isn't it? So
It is.
just taking it day by day is sometimes the best we can do. So is there anything that you would like to potentially do differently, or what could you do to kind of help your situation with your son at the moment if you're feeling like it's a bit fragmented?
I guess I thought maybe I could let this girl stay over, but in another room, and give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because I really thought, I don't want to lose my boy as well. And, I realise he is a young man, like a young gentleman now. Like, he's not a boy, he's a young man. So, and, he's doing good at school, and maybe if I give him, I don't know, am I allowed to ask you if that seems okay, or?
I'm not really here to essentially give advice about that kind of thing. It would be probably more a personal matter between probably you and your your son's father, potentially.
Well, we don't talk, so
yeah, okay.
I guess it's just a decision. I'm feeling like, as I said, giving him some rules to say, if she stays over in another room, and then, he has to, stay up to date with his homework and his school. And they're only allowed to stay up till a certain time and things like that. And I thought I don't want to lose him, like I said. So I feel like I'm going to give him this benefit of the doubt, give him so.
It sounds reasonable, and it's something that we can discuss further in sessions if, depending on how that all pans out. I'm happy to talk about how it's making you feel. I just can't tell you what to do with your child, if that makes sense.
I understand. And it does feel good actually, because like I said, I don't get to talk to people, so it's nice to just sort of get it off my chest. And I feel like like I'm just going to give it a go, and see how it goes, and so
it sounds like a good plan.
Thank you.
So before I get into just summarising our session today, I just wanted to make you aware. I did mention it briefly in the first session that it's a three sessions that we are meeting up. So as this is our second session, our next one will be our last one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that feeling okay with you? Or?
Well, if I decided I wanted more counselling, is there a possibility of that?
Definitely. It may not be potentially with me, but at our Indigo service, I can give you the contact details.
And I couldn't request you, or?
It would just depend on the spots available. So it's not something that I actually deal with. It would have to be the internal, like the secretaries and that, they've got all of the systems set up there. So I can give you the contact number for our services, and they'll be able to take you through the step-by-step process of what to do next, if that's something you would like to look at further. We still do have another session together. So I just wanted to reiterate that. And so in terms of today's session, we did kind of talk about how you did feel a little bit flat after, or a little bit overwhelmed from the last session. There was a lot that came up for you. You did have a bath and kind of let those emotions out. I think what was really positive from today's session was that you were watching TV, so you think you can dance, and it kind of reignited this passion that you had for dancing as a child, and that potentially might be something that you might want to look at in the future. So I can maybe have a look at some local social group dancing groups for you, and bring them next session. We also did talk about your youngest one and that altercation, and then your eldest one starting to have people stay over, potential romantic partners, and how that's just, there's a lot happening at the moment. Am I summarising the session okay? Is there anything that you would like to add to that, or?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No worries. So for our last session, are you wanting that to be in another week or 2 weeks? How do you want to go about it?
Well, I'm actually busy the next couple of Tuesdays, so is 3 weeks okay? Or
no, that's fine. If you've got plans, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's just because, I've got a few things on, but if that's
no, that's fine.
Otherwise, then that Tuesday I can do the same time on my lunch break. And
lunch break.
forth.
You're happy to do that?
Yep, that'd be great.
No, that's great. So in 3 weeks' time, we'll book for the same time. And just feel free to give the office a call if you can't make an appointment. You want to bring it closer because something's been cancelled, or you want to extend it to 4 weeks. Whatever works. Just let the desk know, and we can definitely sort that out for you.
No, that sounds good.
Okay, great. So that's it for today. So thank you so much again, Kylie, for coming in today. I appreciate your openness in session, although it can be quite hard.
Yeah, it's feeling nice to sort of just let it out, and I'm feeling it's very helpful. So thank you for seeing me again today.
No worries, Kylie. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Excellent. Bye.
Bye.